I think that's one of those things. One, speculating about who are the wankers and who aren't is difficult, and also the other thing, putting people on the spot about it is difficult.
Yeah,
But most,
I don't want to do that. Sorry, Spike. Yeah, if I did, I don't want to do that.
Can I just say to Amanda, well, to everybody here, I've never been told by anybody about anybody else as far as, oh, don't follow her or don't, what, like, I've just never had that happen to me. I don't know if that's unique, if other women have had that, but I honestly have never, ever encountered that. So
I'm pretty sure nobody's ever said it about anyone to me other than the likes of, I think, Lady Laments, and I think it was a TRO that was being a pain in the ass, or it may have been an AGP, I can't remember.
And Spiky, can I just say, because I came into the space, like obviously I was there at the beginning, fell asleep, woke up, it was still going on. I don't know who Lady Laments is. I went and looked at it after I heard the name said twice, so I had the right spelling, and I had that person blocked, and I don't know why. Like you were talking about earlier about blocking people and you don't remember, but clearly something happened, and so I was just glad to be like, okay, I don't even follow that person, I don't know who it is, and they're blocked. So just wanted to throw that out there too.
Yeah, they record the spaces and then put them up on YouTube.
So, Lady Laments and whatever might be an absolute cunt, right? But when they're bringing other people into it personally, do you know that way, like, keep your fucking friends close, keep your enemies close, or sometimes all I'm saying is don't judge people sometimes for who they follow, because if it's affecting them personally and they're kind of like me where they, or all you guys, same as, sorry, I don't know why I said me, like us, we don't necessarily talk about every single thing and you don't know what's going on in the background. So if a certain page is targeting you, um, then I'm not going to ask you why you're following that page or not. Right?
I've been sitting here listening for, quite some time. If you were in the space earlier, we went over some details. So some of the things that I'm going to say, I ain't everybody's cup of tea, and I know that. And quite frankly, I really don't care. I've been, since Twitter Spaces, since I discovered Twitter Spaces, and since I have started the Female Union USA, I have been accused of just about everything under the sun. And at first, it really bothered me that I had people coming for me because they wanted to control and compel my speech and who I interacted with and who I didn't, and whom I networked with and who I didn't. And it got to the level to where my hair started falling out. Okay. So just to be mindful of things that you share and people that you interact with, because there are a lot of people who will say one thing and then turn around and do another. Mindful that you are on a public forum and there are some very nasty people in the world. So you have to grow a thicker skin. Even my location has been put out there and everything has been twisted into something that it's not. And anybody that knows me knows that those types of things aren't true because my activism speaks for itself.
Whatever your situation is, we're friends, we've known each other a long time, right? But this is what we need to tell these women, like, so fuck, right? Yep. Don't come in late to the game. It's kind of what I said earlier on, like, when people come in and they don't know what we're talking about and they ask for a speaker and put their hands up, right? It doesn't matter. Don't just fucking judge people. Listen for your own self. Not everybody's going to go on. Choose the person that we're all fighting for, the fucking women's rights and the children's safety most of all, right? So it doesn't matter who, if you get on with them or if you don't, just don't fucking drag them down and don't slaughter them. And this is what I said earlier on today again, because I would, like, I hear these, oh, this accounts this person, this accounts that person, right? It pisses me off because some of them are people that I know, and some of them are people that I know and used to be friendly with on here and I've met in real life. And because of things that happen on here, we're not as close, whatever. So, but I'm still sitting back thinking, all those women that you're accusing, like, I wouldn't think that was any one of those, like any one of those people. But also, we don't, 100% know. I think this is why as well, I was kind of trying to say to Queen as well, like, this is why we can't trust people, because it's really, really hard, because you build up, like, really, really strong connections with people. And then certain things that you've only told those people, maybe in a Jitsi or a WhatsApp call or a video message, all of a sudden there's some account appearing that says, like, little tiny things, that it's kind of like a carrot in front of a donkey that gets everybody upset.
So that's why I was trying to remind everybody if you focus on the activism and what you're doing and why you're here, then you don't have time to expend energy that could possibly put yourself or others in danger. So it's always good to be mindful. And if you focus and put the energy where it needs to be able to help us propel forward, that is, I think, the best thing that I've learned along the way.
Right. Hi, Mary.
Hi, I'm good, thanks. Been really interesting listening to the space. It was actually me who was up next, not Mary. Yeah, I just like a quick thing. Like, if you see someone, if someone's like wanting to speak and you see someone else like getting in before, it'd be great, if people had manners. It is like upsetting hearing that, but unfortunately, there are women that that will not honour other women, and that's going to happen, and it'll probably happen again.
Cheers, information, and I'm sorry about you being left hanging. If you were left hanging with your hand up, that's my fault, because I keep losing track of the hand order at the moment. I'm terrible, because you're in this little screen and you're all right there. It's magic. And it's hard not to trust everybody because you just really like them.
Well, that's
To be
the hard
honest, every time I speak, even in my own spaces, I have a moment of thinking, what unmitigated gall you have to think anyone wants to hear from you. And I'm not kidding, it includes my own spaces. Just that moment.
Well, that just never occurs to me. Obviously, everybody wants to hear what I've got to say.
I guess I just find it hard to imagine all that stuff going on behind the scenes. I find it hard to believe it's a woman. It's one of the women that, I know from on here. I really do think that it's probably a guy. I mean, and if it is a woman and, she's like, something's wrong with you. Something's seriously, seriously wrong that you would do that, because it's malevolent. It's just despicable. I don't understand it. I really struggle to even understand how are you in here, right? And doing that. And that's why I feel like it can't be true. It can't be somebody that's in here that comes into these spaces, not right here, this moment. I mean, the bigger, group. Like, cause I think I'm kind of careful. I don't spill everything. I don't think you should. I don't spill a lot, but enough, and you just think, well, that's how people kind of get to know you and decide if they even like you and want to hear you talk. Right. But I don't know if that sounded so sure. And I mean, I've met Nettie in person in Belfast. So I can't think that could be true. I mean, I don't know what to think about it all. I don't want to think about it. Anyways, I didn't get a chance to say that earlier when everything else was kicking off, because I came in the middle and I didn't want to speak. But that's what I have to say about that.
Yeah, I'd never have any problems with Nettie coming to my house. I'd be more than welcome to have her come to my house. And I certainly know she's not doing the bloody the recording or any of that crap. It's It's just not who she is. You know, and it made me laugh because I would think at least I'm a more likely candidate than Nettie, because I like to think I've got slightly better tech skills than Nettie. But yeah, and I
Well, Domestic Tea posted because she wasn't able to come in and speak because I think Jasmel has her blocked. But anyways, it doesn't matter. She had actually posted that she knows for a fact it's not Nettie because she 100% knows who it is. So I don't know. I can't imagine it being Nettie. I will happily be in spaces with Nettie.
Wait,
yeah.
Domestic knows who it is?
That's what she posted. She tweeted it earlier. Well, because she couldn't come in and speak. So, and I don't know, like, again, this is always what happens though, right? It is like high school. It is like when all the girls in the office turn against you. So holding on to that secret, I mean, it gives the person permission essentially. And you know it's upset a shit ton of people. Just if you have the receipts, just say it. You don't know the motivation and you don't know the end game. We don't know what it's about really. And if it was meant to be funny, it's really not. But I don't know. I have no idea because like Jasmel had pointed out earlier, there's nothing really nasty being reposted. It's not humiliating. Like Belfast is mentioned a million times, and yes, she is the queen bee, but there's nothing that would humiliate her in any of the content. So the purpose of it just really remains a mystery. Anyway, but yeah, according to Domestic, she knows who it is 100%, and it is not Nettie. And I will happily be in any space with Nettie. So that's my 2 cents.
Hi, Red.
Hello. Not to be flippant, but am I the only one who was reminded of season 1 of Bridgerton with Lady Whistledown and her naughty, scandalous little newspaper? Because I'm just going to throw that in there.